Hey everybody, it's Carl. Welcome to the bathroom. Welcome to this shave already in progress. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. It's Monday night. Getting ready to have a shave for work tomorrow. And wasn't sure if I was going to record this, so I went ahead and lathered up. And then I figured, heck, why not? Let's have a shave on camera. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well. Like I said, I'm doing pretty good. What are we using tonight? Well, we're using the Focus R21 Evolution. It's got a third use half perma-sharp blade. The soap is the Little Tim's. The brush is the Vanderhagen Boss custom brush I made. And for the post, we'll be using the Haga Blue, and then the Alum. And then I'll probably be doing head shave, depending on how long the video is. It may or may not be on camera. Headblade ATX. All right. So yeah, Monday evening, getting ready to go back to work. Another glorious week upon us. And should be interesting to see what happens. Like I mentioned in my Friday night spicy eating video, things are on the rise, and we shall see. We shall see. So anyway, that's it. That's why I wasn't really sure if I wanted to record. I don't really have anything to talk about. Pretty uneventful weekend. Kind of hung out at the house. Didn't do too much. Spent Sunday meal prepping because I had planned on going fishing today with a buddy. But the weather turned and it got cold last night. And very windy, so not great fishing conditions. And my buddy never called me anyway, so I figured, well, I'm just gonna chill out at home and relax again today. And that's pretty much what I did. Hung out at the house, cleaned up a little bit, did a little bit more meal prep since I had the time. Read a little bit. Did a little rewiring in the old apartment, which was kind of funny. You may be asking yourself, you live in an apartment, what would you need to rewire, and why wouldn't you call the maintenance man? Well, so in my foyer, or entranceway really, there's a light switch as you walk in, and it controls the light switch above the foyer, and then it's got a second switch that controls a couple of the outlets in the living room that I have like lamps attached to. And when they wired the apartment and put the switches in my opinion, they put them in backwards. The switch that was closest to the door, in my opinion, should have been the should have controlled the light of the entryway. And then the one that was furthest away from the door on the wall should have controlled the light switches on that wall. Or not the light switches, but the outlets. And I guess I've been living in this apartment since February. And to this day, I always got them backwards. Like when I was trying to turn on the switch to the lamp, I would always turn on the foyer, and vice versa. Not a big deal, but it just annoyed me. So as I was sitting around today, I was like, you know what? I bet I could probably just unscrew that switch plate, swap the switches around, and my life will be fantastic. And sure enough, that's what I did. It was an easy enough swap because, you know, I'm not the handiest of fellas, but I do know a little bit about a little bit. And that literally was the simplest job in the world. I mean, all I had to do was pop the switch plate off, unscrew the switch housings, rearrange them in the wall, in the box. Screw everything back in, and there you go. Bob's your uncle. Job well done. The switches are now in the order that I feel they should be. Now, the person who moves in after me, that's their problem if they don't like it that way. But it makes sense to me. And that's all that matters. So, that was probably about the most exciting thing I did today. Other than that, that's really about it. Nothing much to talk about. I think I mentioned that I went to the doc and they told me that my ankle problem was indeed gout. Or based on his best educated guess in the elevated uric acid levels in my blood. So he figured, hey, you need to get back on allopurinol. But for whatever reason, he decided not to write the prescription. That's my foot specialist. But to let my primary doctor sort that out, which is, I understand it's long-term care, but I was like, you just made the note. He could have just wrote the prescription to get me started, and then I could have followed up with my doctor, and he could have taken over the care of that, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm still without the medication for the allopurinol or for the uric acid. Hadn't heard anything from my personal docs. I sent him a message today, and I'm still waiting to hear from him about what we're going to do about uric acid level. So it is what it is. Other than that, but the ankle's feeling good. I got out and did a little rucking yesterday. Before everything went crazy and my back went out and all that nonsense, I had ordered a tactical vest, or a plate carrier as they're called, which are designed to carry armor plates for chest and back plate for, military personnel or SWAT personnel or whatever. They have become all the rage in the fitness world, particularly in CrossFit, because they like to use them to add extra weight to their pull-ups and whatnot. So I ordered one that was not made for military use, but it's made for fitness use. But it's basically it's a clone of the 511 brand, which is a pretty well-known tactical brand, maker of tactical gear. If you're into that, you'll know that brand. If not, well, just like I said, know that they make real tactical stuff. And this vest was made by a company called Wolf Tactical, and it's essentially a clone of one of the 511 vests. So it's not quite half price of what the cost of one of the 511 vests was, but pretty close to it. Me being a cheap guy, I went for that. And there are several companies making clones of that exact vest, and they all had various price ranges. From what I could tell, would be the exact same product. So I just ordered whichever one I could get cheaper. Ordered some steel plate, non-armor rated plates for the front and back, 8 and 3/4 pounds each. So when you combine them in the vest, you get 20 pounds worth of weight. And so I did a little 3.1 or 5K ruck with that yesterday afternoon because my ankle was feeling good, and it felt good to get out and get some exercise. I had intended on only just walking a mile, and I figured I ordered the plate carrier just to add some variety to my exercises. Little did I know that my back was going to go out, and I decided that I would use that to ruck with for a little while instead of having all the weight on my back. This will distribute it evenly across my back and my chest, hopefully not to re-aggravate my back. And so far so good. It was pretty comfortable. It worked really well, carried the weight easily, and like I said, I put in a 5K with it. Felt good. The ankle felt good, the back felt good, legs felt good. So in general, felt good to get out and exercise. It was all I could do today, not to throw it back on and go do more, but I'm really trying to take it easy and not aggravate any of my broken parts, because I still do want to eventually get back into running. So just easing it on in. So today was the rest day. I'll do another ruck with the plate carrier tomorrow and see how it goes. I've got some patches yet to earn that I've already been shipped and paid for that I haven't been physically capable of earning. So I've got some makeup rucks to do for sure. But once again, I'm going to try and take it easy, try and be smart about it so that I can get back into rucking and running and hopefully remain injury free for a while. Would be my goal anyway. It's a very good shave. I'm just sitting here flapping my yap, kind of just going through the motions on autopilot, and everything is working out really nice. It's the third pass already. I didn't even realize it till just now. All right, that's 3 passes in 12 minutes. I skipped the lather, so that's a pretty fast shave for me. And get rinsed off. Yeah, it could be a little bit better on the neck, but everything else feels really nice. Go ahead and do the head shave with you guys, if you don't mind. So yeah, I'm trying to get back into shape. I'm still struggling with my stinking weight. Like, I put that 20 pounds back on and I am just fighting to get it off again. I just can't seem to wrap my head around what I need to do in the kitchen. I mean, I make my meal preps and all that good stuff, but it's the freaking weekend calories that are killing me. So I guess I'm going to have to start, instead of making 4 days worth of meals, go ahead and start making 6, 6 or 7. And that way I can always be prepared with prepped meals. I also know, unfortunately, from experience, that just because those meals are in the freezer or in the refrigerator, that I'll eat them. But sometimes I throw them in the. I have been known to throw them in the freezer and order food, and then pull them out and thaw them out and use them for next week. But I'm really gonna try to get back in shape, to get back on track with my eating. I really would like to finish the year at 200 pounds or less, and I think I am the heaviest I've been since this time last year, I think. I think I weighed in this morning at a whopping 218 pounds, maybe? Yeah, it was 218. Now granted, that was after a really bad weekend of poor food choices. I ate a lot of salty food. Saturday, I did good on Friday, and then Saturday rolled around, and Saturday I ate what did I eat? I don't even remember. Fast food breakfast, I think. A selection of meats and cheeses and crackers, which are tons of calories. Well, calorie dense, but more salt than anything there is the problem. And then cookies. I ate cookies. I ate quite a bit of cookies because one of my coworkers' kid was selling stuff to fundraise for school, and I wanted to be a nice guy and help out, but the only thing I really wanted from that catalog was the cookie dough. So I ordered cookie dough and made a bunch of cookies this past weekend and ate a bunch of cookies this past weekend. Washed them down with whole milk because that's what you do, cookies and milk, right? And then Sunday rolled around, and I did pretty decent with the eating on Sunday until Sunday evening, when I just gave up and gave in and ordered a pizza, and I ate a whole large pizza. It was not a good weekend of eating. So actually, when I stepped on the scale this morning, I was 221 pounds. After I emptied my bladder, I was down to 218 and some change. So I'm figuring probably over the next week, if I keep my eating in check and drink plenty of water, I will likely lose 7 to 10 pounds of water. So I'm hoping to go into the Thanksgiving holiday, which is the 26th, so about a week, a little 2 weeks away-ish. Go into that around 210 or a little bit less. And if I can keep my head on during that, I can finish the month around 205, maybe. Probably not, because Thanksgiving is the 26th, so that's only a few days afterwards. The month will end. So, all right. So I probably won't get 200 by the end of the month, but maybe I can be around 207 or so, and then try and be very diligent for January and go into the new year weighing 200 pounds or less. That's my plan, and those are my estimations. And if I can keep myself from binging out and going crazy with the holidays around the corner, which probably is going to be very difficult, but I think I'm going to try. And if I can keep physically feeling better and keep exercising, that will help. But like I've said a million times, we all know that exercising does assist in weight loss, but it's eating. It's what you eat that makes the biggest difference on the scale. So, now, excuse me, COVID cough. Now that I've thoroughly, bored you guys with my weight loss plan and update, or weight gain plan and update, I have finished the shave without, once again, even paying attention to what I was doing. I guess that's a pretty good thing when things kind of become so second nature that you really don't have to pay too terribly much attention. And I'm honestly surprised I didn't cut myself while yapping. But there you have it. That is the Monday night shave. Silky Smooth Monday, or what have you. Let's see what the Allen has to say. I should probably wet my face just a touch first. Yeah, not bad at all. Nothing much to write home about on the cheeks. A little bit on the neck, but that's pretty common. And then nothing on the head either. So. And finish it off with a little bit of Hega. Thank you to both Monty Lindholm and Shave and Butcher for the Hygge. Both of them have sent me Hygge. I don't remember which one sent me this particular bottle, so thank you to you two fine gentlemen, Johan and Matti. And that is the shave. I am silky smooth. Thank you guys and gals so much for spending a little bit of time with me. I know it was a little bit of a boring jabberjaw video, but it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. No matter what you do, go spend some time with your friends and family because it's very important. Hope you have a great week. Hope you have a great evening. God bless. I will see you next time.